Well, let me ask you this: if as far as Congress goes, if you weren't running, would you vote for Robin Smith or Van Irion, or who would you? Well, I know this it's kind of a strange question, but
I sort of have conflict of interest with Robin Smith. I belong to Packard Club, and her group. After I asked them to stop flying the flag with the gold trim, that I can no longer say the Pledge of Allegiance because I'm the best soldier in the world, and I have the highest over the land. That the flag with the gold trim is not in the U.S. flag book, and it's not a U.S. flag. It was given to the president in 1968 to glorify the Vietnam War, and he was only supposed to fly that when martial law is required, and only the executive branch of the government, not legislation, the church down the street, or the association over here. Everybody who flies that for restaurants, whoever's flying that flag with a gold trim, you're saying when I walk into your building or in your space, it's martial law. I have to do what you tell me.
I didn't realize that. You mean the flags with the gold ruffle?
In any other country, that would mean martial law.
I didn't know that. I learned something.
There's a reason for the gold flag in our presidents and society today. If I have time in this interview, I may tell you.
I'm not sure how long my memory is going to be in this card, but let's see. What was the other issue?
But to answer your question, Robin Smith, she was standing right next to me when I ran governor last time at a pachyderm party at a microphone, and she wished everybody else a Merry Christmas. And she didn't wish me a Merry Christmas. And I was standing right next to her, and so I don't know how she would be. Now, on the other hand, Chuck Weissman, I like him. He seemed like a go-getter. But again, I want to arrest lawyers. I think there's too many lawyers in the Congress anyway. Mostly the whole election process sort of got me. Why would someone pay $600,000 out of their own pocket to make a $125,000 a year job?
Right. There's something more involved. It's more I guess the thirst for power.
But Chuck's a nice guy. I like him, and if he did win, I'm sure he would. I know a couple court cases that he went to battle for, and he stood there at their client at all costs, and he could have lost it. It could have went the other way, but he went the extra nickel, and went the extra nickel, and he won that case. I think it was Chattanooga Chattanooga Gun Club.
Chattanooga Rifle Club?
I think it's Gun Club.
Oh, really? Huh.
So he would be a go-getter, but again, I want you to vote for me for Congress.
Well, I think we need more everyday people in Congress, and this is one reason why I wanted to interview you, was to show that you or I or anybody else could do the job, most likely.
Well,
it's just we don't need, it seems to me that we've got too many too many established politicians now in D.C.
Well, that's what they want. I like to say those people out there in charge, those 156 people that's in charge, those all need to be fired, along with the Congress. So if I'm elected Congress, I'm bringing my law with me. Read it. Congressional Globe, 39 Congress.
Who would be
38,
fired?
38, 41, and 42, starting on the third column on 41. And you'll find out who's speaking to this camera right now, a Freedom Bureau agent.
That would be like, when you mention people that would be fired, is that like staffers or?
Anyone who broke the Constitution.
Oh, anyone who basically...
Once I get the power of the Congress, well, then they're going to be forced to deal with the law.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That I carry with me. And this law is subversive to all civil law. If anyone don't know what that word means, that means that Congress gave the best soldier in the world a law that supersedes any law of the land to fix what's going on right now in Nashville, in Washington, and that's been happening for 143 years. So vote for me, and let me clean the history.
How does that work as far as running for Congress and governor at the same time?
There's no statistics. They're going to probably fight me.
So if you went, say for example, you were voted for both positions, which would you take? I imagine a congressional seat.
Well, I would have to say that I would have to take the governor's seat because I have more power there.
Yeah.
I can clean this state up quick as congressman.
You can do that.
I was told they don't know what would happen. They would have to have a new election.
Huh.
And they're going to go call for a new election, or I'll appoint someone that's capable of doing the job.
So the election commissions or those in charge have already brought this, have already been discussing this with you?
I guess what I'm saying is that prior to last week, they'd probably fight me head and stone. But now it's all a different story. Now, because now I'm an international star.
That's right.
And an internet superstar.
That's right.
And a brown horse in a race with him, and I'm pulling on the curtails on that first guy up there in Knoxville. I'm coming to get you.
Well, I appreciate your time. I know you're headed out to L.A. Is it L.A. tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm leaving at around 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock.
How do you think they're going to treat you? Do you think they're going to treat you?
Well, it doesn't really matter, because I wouldn't be here where I am today if I didn't leave my cowlick in my hair, and put my jacket like this here.
Yeah.
And then, now I did make one or two mistakes, and like I said, I'm gonna give everybody guns, but then I'm gonna murder you and put you in jail. I bet that flew everybody. But the real thing is, it's true scoop. If you murder somebody, when I give you those guns, you have 1 year to prove your innocence or guilt, because the law is going to, and if they find you guilty in all your appeals up to a year, you're dead the next day. And I'm gonna bury you in the prison cemetery for 50 years to serve your time. And when you're done, I'm gonna kick you out in Boot Hill.
Now, what was that for? That was
murder.
Oh, for murder. Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
I want to give the freedom of the gun to everyone so they can come to Nashville. And if any officer of anybody that they see thinks that they broke the Constitution, or they have a complaint because the taxes are too high, or the stop sign needs to be turned to a yield sign because it's a tool of mass destruction of our constitutional right. Anything, you bring your gun for no bullets the first time, because if you want to accidentally shoot someone, you're going to be in big trouble. Hey,
yeah.
So you bring your gun, and I want you to act mad. Even though you're so mad, I want you to act mad. Don't touch me. And I'll send you over here to the commission. There'll be Marines, SEALs, Green Berets, paratroopers, Seabees, all the ones that are great men, with the highest over the land. And then it'll be up to those commission to convince the 25 people they're wrong. I don't care what it is.
Huh.
Yeah, but if they can't convince them, well, I know 25 people are going to win and go home happy, because now the freedom of we the people has kicked in for the first time since the day we were born. And the forefathers will now stand up like Rambo with his arm up in the air. So vote for me, and don't forget, we need to do that quick. There's only a couple of days left. And if this reporter puts this online, I want you all in Tennessee who already have voted, I want you to go back and re-vote. It's never done before. But if they didn't tell you about me prior to you voting, well, how could you vote for me? They censored me out of your voting pad.
Oh, you mean on the early voting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or even before that, months before, I've been running for 11 months and no one said anything about me. So
I didn't hear about you until you were on YouTube. That's
right.
A shame, really.
Yeah, so if you don't know who I am, well then, you couldn't vote for me. So before Thursday, you run back in there and say, hey, I want to take my vote back, and I want to vote for this guy. And if you're a Democrat, you better pull an independent ballot to get me. Because if I win, you're going to have to be a moderate or a radical.